think he's playing Norman.
I do too, but I'm worried because it could be Norman, Tombstone, or
Tombstone
there's another character that he broke up.
You say he's black?
Yeah, he black.
Yeah, he black. Yeah.
Or Jefferson Davis.
So you think that
Miles' dad?
You think so? He
looked just like
early though.
He looked like he could be Miles' dad, but I think that would be a way to introduce the character, almost how they did with Donald Glover's character.
Yeah, is he still proud?
I think that could be a way to do it.
He could be. I'm saying they can't touch him live action until like another year or so.
But that wouldn't. But
in what movie would he show?
But that don't mean you can't introduce his family.
The last of this trilogy. That's when Miles will probably.
But that's what. But
if they're doing the reset, why are you putting Miles in anyway?
Because the reset is going to be the ultimate universe.
Yeah,
but it's probably still part of it.
Yeah, you're right.
But the way they're doing it, I'm trying to figure out like who he's going to play, only because they have an older Hispanic woman. I can't remember her name. She's in Spider-Man: Brand New Day, and they was like, could she be Miles' mom?
Yeah, it might be Miles.
And he be Miles' dad, because he does have a particular build to him, and it's just like, could he be playing him? But I could also see him as Norman. But I kind of want Norman, if we gonna make Norman black, I want Norman to be played by the dude that does the voice in the show, in the cartoon, for Coleman Domingo.
But I don't think Norman's gonna be black because
the guy I
don't think Norman's gonna be black because what's his name? Dude for Stranger Things, he's Aryan.
So you saying a white man can't have a black dad?
I didn't say that. But I'm just saying I don't think, as far as audience wise,
Harry could be adopted, or Harry's mom could be Caucasian.
I agree with you.
His dad probably ran out of time.
Want Norman to be
like mine.
I wouldn't mind it.
Like,
but there's only one reason I kind of do want to see Norman be black.
But I'm saying, would you care?
I want to see live action Norman with waves. Like, I just really want to see that, bro. Like, if
would you
in
be
the
okay?
green suit, this man walk out in the green suit with the gold tie and wave, bro. I'm good. You ain't gotta be Goblin. He ain't even gotta become Goblin in the whole movie.
If he is Norman, is he Goblin?
I think he will be. I think he will be. I don't think Goblin will be introduced in this movie at all.
No, I don't.
Because Tom don't have. But Tom.
I think at most we might. I think at most we might have like the little potion stuff that make him turn to Goblin, or we might have like him walk in a room at the end and we see like it glow green and you hear and that's it. I think it might be like a subtle hint, but I don't think we're gonna get Goblin. It's too many other villains that people want to see that they're trying to introduce. Like Tombstone's supposed to be in the movie. That's why I say he could also be Tombstone. But I want Albino Buddy. I'm sorry I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
The albino dude from Black Lightning, the racist character. He needs to play Tombstone.
You talking about Tobias?
Tobias. Yes, he needs to play Tombstone.
So do you think that in this case, because we know in this next movie coming, Peter's not going to get the symbiote.
Yes, he is.
You're going to get it in this coming?
Yes.
More than likely.
In this movie,
because I was told that it was going to be closer to Endgame.
I was told it was this one. I was told he gets it in this one.
That's what
I would say no way.
In fact, I was told he's going to have his Bully Maguire moment in this movie.
Would you do it for you? No Way Home literally foreshadowed that talking about I wish I could find an alien.
Andrew and all that.
This is gonna be his. Nah, I can't say that because they don't have Mark Ruffalo.
No, it's particular things that I'm looking for.
It needs to be a movie.
I feel like he's gonna do it. But
I do think he's gonna do it. I can't pinpoint what it is that's going to do it, but I do think this movie's gonna do it.
I like that Jackie Chan is involved in it.
Yeah.
Now too.
Yes.
The fighting choreography is gonna be amazing.
I love that Jackie Chan is involved.
That means it's gonna be some really, really good acrobatic style stunts. And because Jackie's in it, Tom's gonna want to do, even though he already does, Tom's gonna do more of his own stunts because he switches out with his brother often. So Tom's gonna do a lot of his stunts, and because of that, it's gonna look more authentic. Like they're doing practical swinging, they're doing other things. Actually, talking about this, and I hope I'm not jumping the gun on nothing, but this is something that I didn't send y'all because I wanted to get y'all reaction here. Okay. In the middle of filming Spider-Man: Brand New Day, Marvel abruptly left Atlanta. Like they took all of their filming and they left. Like they're done with Atlanta. Marvel's done in Atlanta. They're now filming in the UK, and that's because of, even though Georgia has one of the best tax brackets as far as doing film and stuff like that, it's cheaper overseas, and because of certain legislation, they're not doing it here anymore. That has actually cut the GDP of Georgia by up to what could be like 50%.
Damn.
So that's a huge drop in like the market of what we had going on in the state.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
That's a big hit. So like a lot of actors are like, dang, what am I going to do? Marvel was giving me this, Marvel was giving me that.
Right.
A lot of other people behind the scenes, like PAs and assistants and project managers and stuff like that, they're going to be out of a job for a little bit, because then they were doing a lot of the filming over at Trilogy.
Yeah.
I got a friend that worked at Trilogy.
I've been over there.
He was like, without Marvel, it's gonna be ugly. It's wet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's a lot of people that was working there.
That's Slick Georgia's fault, because from my understanding,
how so? If we got one of the best tax,
I'm gonna get to that, because from what I heard, it the not the Actors Association, what is that called?
SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah,
SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah, SAG approached Georgia about possibly like lowering just a little bit more, because they said it's becoming a pillar in the movie genre for Georgia, and they said otherwise we're gonna have to go overseas, because like they're like, we're flipping the bill for a lot of the
hospital. They put in the bill for hospital bills and insurance and care and stuff like that. And because it's required here in the United States, regardless, it's required here. It's not required over there.
Overseas.
And plus, they have free health care. So it's like if somebody get hurt, just go to the hospital and get fixed. But their taxes aren't necessarily as good as over here. But you
save money.
You're saving money by going over there.
So they
which is crazy, because even you're flying out cast and crew. You're flying out production team. You're flying out
no. Some of them they're not even doing it. Some of them they're hiring people there.
True, but there are certain people that you have to have on there.
1,000.
So just thinking about that, let's just say it's the equivalent of a Boeing 757 full of crew. That's maybe 200 people, 200 to 250 people just that you required to send over there. Thousands of people that you'll hire over there. That's going to do great for their economy. Not shooting them down at all. Congratulations to them. What I'm saying is the amount of money you're spending on that, as well as just redoing everything overseas, not like refilming, but you have to reset up sets and different production studios. You have to take stuff down, you have to move stuff. There are certain areas you have to flatten out a building, rebuild something, whatever the case may be. You're spending money doing that. You mean to tell me that the cost of insurance and hospital bills was so high here that you were willing to spend that much money just to travel there?
To them,
that's insane to me.
Well,
but I was gonna say,
we do live in Atlanta.
I was gonna hold before you say. I was gonna say that
hospital bills do be crazy.
They are, and they're getting higher.
Especially depending on the type of. Forget the type of hospital and everything like that.
Depends on what hospital you go to, where you located. But they was at Trilla. That's over there by Peachtree and all that.
If it's
hospital.
But if it's immediate trauma,
they're not about to ship you all the way to Grady for that.
Yeah, they will.
From Peachtree City?
They'll ship you from Peachtree Corners to Grady.
They would.
But from my understanding,
you going
from my but they'll put you on the first helicopter.
You going to Grady?
From my understanding,
they would airlift your ass like you said.
From my understanding, SAG offered Georgia a deal, and Georgia turned it down.
But that's only for SAG-AFTRA. That's not for Marvel.
If you're gonna say no to them, you're probably gonna say no to us.
That's not necessarily true, because Marvel is. Yes. So that's different.
But
and in the same capacity,
even them,
they don't get along with Buddy.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about Buddy. I'm talking about Buddy.
I know you mean.
Yeah. So with them not getting along with him, it's kind of like I kind of see why they left.
Yeah.
But at the same time, We get other people here like A24 shooting stuff here and other stuff like that. But you go from trailers having Marvel movie to one A24, one New Line,
but also
one whatever.
Also has come out and they are fighting. You heard about what's going on with them, right?
Which one? For what?
For Marvel and for themselves.
Yeah, because they about to buy somebody else.
But you heard what happened.
Trying to recoup the money so they can.
No, but did you hear what happened to them? So right now what's come out is that they're actively looking for new IPs to get men ages 18 to 54 back on their side. They've lost so much money in the past. I think they said 6 years since.
I have the answer for that, but they're not. But I can't say it.
You can say it. You can say it because the story's out. You can look it up. People have been talking about it all week, and like it's been a thing. I didn't know about it, but somebody had came out.
Even though
and they've talked to Datney executives and all that, and they're like, no, this is a real thing. We've lost the touch of like the whole reason that Datney bought George Lucas and Marvel was because everything they did was more so geared towards a female audience, and then they had got Star Wars and all this other stuff, and it was like, hey, we got this, the guys are gonna come and watch us, which we was gonna come see because that is our brand, not theirs. It was a guy's brand. It was built for us, and then they tried to turn it into something, and over time, if you keep telling somebody you're the problem in all their movies, eventually what's gonna happen? I ain't gonna go see this movie. And they did that so much that even though this year, relatively speaking, all 4 superhero movies that came out this year were at best just good. You see, if you say all of them, like on an average basis, you had some that were great.
I liked all of them, but
no, so you had some that were great,
the consensus.
and then you had some that people thought were bad. But if you put an average on it, at best case, they were good. None of them surpassed $700 million this year.
No. Soups is on the way.
It's on the way, but so far right now, nothing has passed.
Definitely on the way.
But I'm saying,
if you include globally, yes, it has.
No, they said that no superhero film has eclipsed $700 million this year.
Oh, man.
Soups is on the way, but so far none have. Now, mind you, that's Fantastic Four, Superman, Thunderbolts, and Captain America: Brave New World. So it took
Captain America wasn't gonna do it anyway.
Even though I still
Thunderbolts is the #1 Marvel movie of the year.
Right. Even though I thought that Superman was going to eclipse 1 billion, and it still could. I thought it was going to eclipse 1 billion. I was wrong so far. I'm not surprised because I don't think it's superhero fatigue. I think it's you tried to make it seem like this wasn't for us no more.
I think it's bad superhero. I think it's bad superhero movie fatigue.
Yes.
I think it's that, and I think it's the fact that every movie we've gone to see, this is what I wasn't trying to go into because I don't mean no disrespect, ladies, but every movie we've gone to see, including Fantastic Four, has been geared towards women to some degree since Infinity War. Like, there was no need for that woman scene in Infinity War. None whatsoever.
You mean Endgame?
Yeah, Endgame. My bad. But there was no need for that whatsoever. Like, it was cool. It was cool. Yeah, it looked really dope. No need. And you did a good job with that one, so it didn't really bother anybody. But then you started doing it in every single movie that come out. Matter of fact, it wasn't even that. It started with Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Because it was that movie.
Because it was just that movie was all about her, and it wasn't nothing wrong with that. She was great, but we came to see Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm. But it started with Kevin Feige when he said eventually we're gonna have an all-females Avengers.
Why? Who wants that?
Because he said he was trying to get more women into Marvel.
Then accentuate the characters you have.
Yeah.
Like, the best way, like, even though a lot of people were done with it, so I think that's why Fantastic Four didn't necessarily do the numbers they should have, is because people were tired of seeing it. That's the best way you could have done it.
Yes.
Even though you didn't really give anybody else a whole lot of shine in the movie, that was the best way you could have done it because it didn't overshadow anything. It was a mother being a mother.
Yeah.
Dope.
I don't think.
Dope. And because when you did have the opportunity to do a woman movie, or every time you do a woman movie,
it was ass.
It's ass because you try to make them either so much like a man that you discredit her as a woman. That's why I like Ballerina, because in the movie they said you're a woman, be a woman, cheat. Like, do whatever you have to do to win. That was a great movie. That was a fight scene.
That was a fight scene.
It was a great movie and a really dope
What's
scene.
he you doing?
Exactly.
What's he you doing?
What are you doing?
Well, he does. But you a woman.
You're a woman. But you're a woman. But he's stronger than me. Okay, so be a woman. Cheat.
Bro, I love that scene.
I love that scene. And then she kicked the man in the nuts and beat his ass.
Yeah.
Win. Fucking win. Like, that's what you have to do. Those movies and scenes like that, cool. I like Atomic Blonde. That where you tried to make it too much like James Bond to a degree, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
When you try to make the women men, I don't like it. But when you accentuate her being a strong woman or just being a woman who got to go through something, like the movie from back in the day, J-Lo, when she beat up her husband.
Oh, Enough. I liked Enough. Mm-hmm.
Dope. And she cheated. She wrapped her hand in the jewelry and all of that, and she beat his fucking ass.
Beat, because y'all not gonna fix it.
I am. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. But when you try to
a man trained her.
A man did train her. But it's different from now go out here and be me. They didn't try to make Ana de Armas John Wick.
No.
They let her be Ana de Armas.
Yeah.
And she was the ballerina.
They didn't say
it wasn't go out there and be John Wick.
Yeah. They didn't change the name to Jesse Wick.
Yeah. Yeah, like how they do with all this other stuff. But like, you fail because you keep trying to do too much with these women characters instead of just letting them be women and having a great story behind it. Okay. You're trying to accentuate way too much of the action sequences. I'm cool with that to a certain degree, but you don't have to overbear it. And you don't, and just because it's a female in this movie, don't mean she got to be a lesbian. Don't mean she got to have sex with a man. Don't mean she got to have a kid. She can be a special agent just like a man. She can be a military person. She can be a regular woman that just had enough, like J-Lo. She ain't got to have kids. She ain't got to go through all the other stuff. We don't need sex in every movie. We don't need love in every movie. I don't need lesbians in every movie. I don't need gays I don't need a straight couple in every movie. I just need a good movie.
Yeah.
That's all I want. And I think that's possible if you just take the time to do it.
Thank you.
So if you take the time to just sit back, write a good story, and the main character just so happen to be a woman who still whoops ass, cool. But to sit there, what's the name of that movie? They came out around the same time. One of them got Angelina Jolie, Salt. And the other one is Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson. Ghost in the Shell.
No.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Could have been so good. They both could have been so good, but you tried too hard.
Salt was better than Lucy to me.
It was, but they still tried they tried so hard that it was so bad that you had to splice the fight sequences and cut the scenes together in short seconds just to make it like she beating ass. But if you really look at it, it was trash. You didn't have to do it like that. You could have just made a good movie, let her act her ass off, and do her thing and be done with it. Like Atomic Blonde was good. Yes, it was too much sexual shit, but it was good. And it was another movie with Kate Beckinsale, but it wasn't Underworld.
Nah, I know what you're talking about.
Jolt.
Yeah.
Jolt was all right.
Jolt was actually good.
Jolt, yeah, I like
Jolt was good.
They're doing a good job with that. It's a women-led. It's not a woman's movie, but it's women-led. It's on Netflix. They just dropped the second one this year, and it was still pretty good. But now they got to drop a third one. The Old Guard.
Oh yeah,
I know.
Love it.
I love the original
because you're not doing too much.
Nah, you're not doing too much.
You just got a badass woman.
Even the dudes that was gay in the first one, it wasn't too much.
But it don't take away from nothing. They just there.
They just there.
They just there and happen to be together. And I get it because y'all been around each other for hundreds of years. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's not even an overly gay couple. And in fact, they have the best romantic relationship I've seen in any movie recently. Like, they have the best fucking relationship. Like, one of them got, of course, you know, they get killed and then they come back to life or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I think his name is Nicky. Nicky gets killed and then the husband comes over and he was like, oh, you killed Nikki. And he proceeds to beat the ever-loving shit out of the dude. And I'm like, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that because he beat his ass for his man. I fuck with that. Then when he came back, are you okay, love? Yeah, I'm fine, baby. Cool. Back to whooping ass.
Yeah.
We don't stay on this long. I don't even think they kissed in the entire fucking thing. I don't even think they kissed.
They just
but
held
you know
hands.
they together. They held hands. And then there was one where you think he was like, I've been with this man. It's in the second. He was like, I've been with this man for like over 200 years. I know when something's up.
Yeah.
So they follow him. He's like, oh, you been lying. It ain't even that he was cheating or he thought he was cheating. The nigga was going to see their old friend that they exiled, and he was just mad that he lied about it. I'm like, that's some gangster shit.
Yeah.
Why it can't be like that? Why it always gotta be? We gotta have a love scene. We gotta have this.
Yeah.
We gotta have this. Nobody's saying that gay people aren't around. They're around. Who cares? You still my dog. I don't care. Why do we have to have?
That's why
Why do we
I
have to
like.
have a relationship? Not a relationship. Why do we have to have sex scenes, love scenes
Thank you.
in every movie, gay or straight, in every single movie? Just make a good movie for the women, for the men, for the gays, for the straights, for whoever. Just make a good movie. Have the main character be the main character and call it a day.
But that's why I like the old guard, because their relationship, you didn't take away the fact that those was two grown ass men.
Yeah.
They didn't act like a bunch of whiny bitches.
Yeah.
They were men. You fucked up my nigga. You gotta die.
Oh shit! I forgot. What's the name? Character was a lesbian. I completely forgot. The Charlize Theron character.
Yeah.
The main lady. She's lesbian. I completely forgot. But it was just like. But it's a part of the story, but it takes nothing away from it
at all.
It adds because it's an emotional depth to you lost your partner and you know that they're out there just dying over and over and over and over
And they
over
can't
again,
come back.
And they can't come back
Because for whatever reason, how they're killing them.
right. So it's just, but it's good, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I think that shit is great. But I think if you just write good stories, like I said several times, that write good stories, good actors. So
What is something funny though? So far, they've already paid over $100 million trying to get new IPs and ideas from people, but some people are turning down the money because they don't trust that me.
I wouldn't trust
I
them
wouldn't either because
They done fucked up so much shit.
Yeah, they done so much.
They fucked up. They fucked up IPs. They've taken stuff and like you writing a story. Like if they took one of your characters that's clearly supposed to be a guy for the purpose of maybe one or two scenes that are pivotal to this character, they'll change the person to a woman, give them an empowering moment, and it takes everything away from what you were trying to make that person like.
And I've already said this. There's certain with my story. There's only, I think I've said this before. There's only probably two people that I'm like you can maneuver with them because they're not pivotal. They just have important moments. So whether that's a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. Whether they're gay or straight, that doesn't matter. But all of these other characters, like the shit that happens to them, there's a reason, and you really can't change the context of who that person is. Like you can't say, hey, we're gonna make Victor and the brothers white. That takes away from Victor because Victor is a nigga. He acts like a nigga. Not like me, but if you thought nigga, that's him. So you can't give that to a white face and then be like, it'll still work.
I mean, I wasn't even gonna put it that way because Disney don't even care about changing the race of people. They care about changing the
But even that,
what they'll do is they'll fuck around and be like, oh well, we want Victor and Dwayne to be girls and make them gay.
no.
That's what Disney be on.
But you can't do that because Victor and Dwayne, part of the reason why they end up butting heads.
Yeah, that neat.
I'm saying, but part of the reason why they end up butting heads is because Victor watches his daughter die essentially, and looks at Dwayne and his son doesn't die. He just morphs a little bit, and it's like, oh, you basically just got a different mom. How I lose my daughter, but your son from the future is still alive. Yeah. Why are you getting everything and I'm getting nothing?
Yeah.
Like there's an element to that you can say, oh, a woman can feel that, but it's different when it's I'm the big brother.
Yeah. But see, that brings up another subject I had was I had seen earlier this week. I was just BSing on YouTube, seen a Batman movie that was apparently completely AI generated. It's like 3 parts, but it's completely AI generated. And I watched it. It's not. It's terrible, but it's not bad. And what I mean by that is you can see where we might be having some problems in the future as far as people doing film, doing movies, whatever. Because it's like yeah, there were discrepancies with the animation. There were discrepancies with continuity in certain aspects, and continuity as far as what you see on screen. Like one moment they show the car looks like this. Next scene, the car looks completely different. I get it. It's AI. It's not going to be continuous, but you saw like the storyline was cohesive. The characters were cohesive. They even got the lips to match up at certain points. They got certain facial expressions. At certain points, the characters look who they were supposed to look like. Batman looked dope. The car looked, every iteration of the car, they kept changing. Every iteration of the car looked dope. And I'm just sitting there like, if they work the bugs out of this, you can do a completely animated movie without a person.
Yeah, you can.
Voices and all.
Yeah, you can.
You think about what that'll do to voice acting. Think about what that'll do to animators and people that write stories if AI is taking over everything. Like you can't even make your own movie anymore because all you're gonna do is put the prompt in the AI. AI is gonna make the whole thing.
But here's the problem, and this is why I keep telling people. Billionaires can be very smart, they can be very stupid.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you gonna do when you make everything so automated that we can't even buy your shit? Because how are we gonna get paid? Where our jobs go? Mm-hmm. So we all start losing jobs. Oh, Amazon, all robots. Oh, some fast food restaurants are trying to have nothing but robots. Let's say you do that so much, right? Oh, look, everything's automated. Where are you going to sell your products? Because who can buy it?
Yeah.
I don't got the job. Who going to buy it?
Who's going to have the money?
So only the rich is going to be serving up the rich, and the rest of us going to figure out. Then y'all going to be mad at each other because it's going to be like, yo, I can't make nothing from you, for real. And I can't make nothing from them because they don't got no job. And then you get us that's like, you tired? Okay. You go get your pitchfork. You go get that gun. You go get this. You go get that. Let's go get them. That's all that's going to end up happening. Right. Like that's why I'm like that's why I like what some countries that are doing, which is, you can only have 30% automation. The rest have to be real people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna have to put real regulations on it.
Yeah. And this goes for the people who are trying to do paintings, the people who are trying to do music, the people who are trying to do movies with AI and everything. By all means, if you're gonna do it, cool. Just understand that eventually, because the first little bit, people gonna be like, oh, this is cool. After 5 years, people gonna be like, yo.
Either that or Musk is going to have that Neuralink thing where it's set up to, you ain't just going to be able to mentally communicate with people, you'll be able to tell a robot what to do mentally.
Yeah.
If it do that, then maybe things will change and you can tell the robot how to make something. But
yeah.
I don't even agree with that, though.
You're going to see produced by AI.
Yeah.
Or a company that's AI.
You tell the robot what to do, it's still gonna change the appearance of it every time because it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, it's not gonna do what you want to because it's still. Even though we have to account for human error, there's still a technological error as well.
Yeah. And I forgot how they phrased it, but where robots take over, creativity can disappear. I think it was something like that.
Something like that. I know what you're talking about. It's something like that.
Yeah, because like once you give AI so much, eventually it's all gonna be the same. Mm-hmm. You can say what you want about us copying each other and stuff like that, but it's happening in gaming right now.
Yep.
AAA games are looking at the indies and like, how are y'all making such good games? Is because one of the indie people came out and said it. Larian, we appreciate you. They're the ones who made Baldur's Gate 3. He said, y'all only look at charts and analytics. And I love this part of his comment. You lost the gut feeling of what it means to be a gamer playing the game. Because that's where your creativity is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to play something I'm going to enjoy, and we're going to make that game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
You're just like, this is what's happened with Madden, this is what's happened with 2K and all of them. You're just making something because like, oh, this just works. That's why when they brought out Fortnite, everybody wanted a looter shooter. Not everybody going to be Fortnite. That's an anomaly. Mm-hmm. If you want that kind of game, you gotta hire a staff that's what they build. You don't get people that you've had for years and say, hey, make this. We've never made that game before.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't get upset when the people who made Left 4 Dead and you fired all of them, and then they created a new studio and then made a game called Back for Blood, and then get upset like, why are they going over there and not trying to look? We got these new games that we had put out. Why y'all talking to them? Because we wanted Left 4 Dead 3, and this is the closest we gonna get. So like, we are telling you what we want. You're not listening. The indie motherfuckers are like, what y'all said? Oh, we want the same thing. We got you. You might have to wait 4 years, but we got you. 4 years come.
That shit. Yeah.
This year and last year, because it came out. So last year the gaming industry, I think it said, made $229 billion, right? The most it's ever made in any year. Most years when they make a lot of money, indie studios only make like 6% of it. Last year they made 23%. It fucked the big studios up like yo. Because the only games that people are playing from big studios now are most of the old ones. They're not even trying to touch the new ones.
It's because the new ones don't have any soul in them.
Yeah, people don't trust them. Like they're like, yo, Black Myth Wukong was an indie project. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it was an indie project. It was an indie project that got backed by a major publisher, not a major studio, a major publisher.
Yeah.
So you got that, Ghost of Tsushima, Baldur's Gate 3, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Oh yeah.
And a plethora of other games.
Yeah, and a plethora of other games. They're like have been shattering the fuck. That's part of the reason why they're going after Steam and everything and trying to put parental controls, because they're trying to regulate children seeing certain stuff, and it's like, bro, you're losing, so you're just trying to make waves now. That's all you're doing. You don't give a fuck about kids, because kids been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for the past 13 goddamn years. You didn't care. You're losing, so you're just panicking. And what's worse is most of the games are kid friendly. Baldur's Gate 3 is not, but the rest of them are, because you can have sex in that game. But the rest of the games that I named, it's freedom for the children to play. So you're still fucking yourself. Because the moment Grand Theft Auto 6 come out, I ain't gonna hold you. By that point, my son will have a PS5, and if he might end up having that game. The first time I played Grand Theft Auto, I was fucking 4. I played the third one.
Yeah, I don't know about all of that. I wouldn't let him necessarily play the game, but by the time it come out, he might be old enough for it.
That's what I'm saying.
It might be now 15, 20 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep pushing stuff back.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
we still on the media, movies and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, while I'm saying the thing with the video games, I was bringing it back to movies. You're going to fuck yourself if they keep using AI, and now that Datney is trying to go overseas. Like, let me put this plainly, and I think y'all will agree with me, especially you, Warner Brothers, Discovery, all of y'all other ones. This is your chance to come to Georgia and fucking wreck them up like y'all been wanting to do. This is their chance.
Yeah,
I could agree with that.
yeah.
If you got a little money,
Yeah,
you like
any studio, really.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you got any little money and you like, yo, I want to start my own studio, I want to work with a big studio, this is your time. Because now that who they just left, I'm sure it's like, bring us your script or whatever, because we got a big gap to fill.
Yeah.
Good.
They're looking for anything.
They would be looking for anything at this point. So this is your chance.
Well, anything that's good.
This is your chance.
And if you've been to the studio itself, they got ample amount of work.
Yeah.
They got ample amount of work because they got a whole lot of space to fill.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got all that.
So, yeah,
So then that means I can go get me a job over there, yeah?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hey, go knock.
How much?
How much pull do y'all think the guns still have over at Marvel?
You something like James Gunn? And all that?
James and Sean.
I think they didn't have as much as the Superman drop.
Yeah.
I think they got a little power now.
I think they still have power because of what James Gunn was doing the entire time. It was just, I wonder, because Sean Gunn loves MF Doom. Like, loves MF Doom. And because Sean is with his brother, James, over at DC, they're not in Marvel. But I'm thinking maybe because his love of MF Doom, he can kind of reach over and be like, hey, for Doomsday, you should really start the movie off with MF Doom. because it'll just go well with the script. And this is just my fandom because I really want MF Doom, rest his soul, to be a part of Doomsday. I feel like it's mandatory. I feel like it has to happen.
How would they put that in there with him?
Huh?
What you mean, like
just a song as the intro to Dr. Doom being on screen. Like the first time you see Dr. Doom, I can't remember the name of the song right now. It's a specific song. I can't remember the name right now, but it's a beat that's like so fucking hard, and it's perfect for an intro for Dr. Doom to walk out to. It's perfect.
Okay.
I'm talking about perfect.
Okay.
And I'm gonna find it whenever we take a break, and I'm prepared for you. Cause just imagine Dr. Doom walking out to this song, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's it. But I just think, cause he did this interview recently, and he was wearing the MF Doom shirt, and people was like, oh, you like MF Doom? He was like, yes. He's like, I love MF Doom. He was like, he's probably one of the greatest hip hop artists ever. Blah 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 blah. And I was just like, dang, I hope you still got some pull at Marvel and can make that happen.
Yeah.
Because how many older men, especially white men, you know, that like MF Doom like that, let alone got the type of pull to be able to say that off. That's just my family. That's just my kid.
Nah, I got you on that. Before we get to this next quick segment, speaking of movies, real quick, you had what, 2 movies on Tubi that you brought up?
He mentioned one of them, but the one I was talking about was The Triangle, which is a movie based off of the Bermuda Triangle.
Do you want to talk about it here? Or you want to do a review?
We gotta go do a separate review on it, or if we have time.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, we have time. It's gonna be long.
Okay, cool. You wanted to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2?
I was talking about that.
Oh, that was you. Okay. Go. What's wrong with the Nintendo Switch 2 besides that it costs too fucking much?
Well, the lawsuits. If you heard of it, there's 2 lawsuits.
They getting sued?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I swear to God, I didn't know.
False advertisement.
There's false advertisement, and there's also something called bricking that they're doing. Bricking. So basically, Nintendo said before they released the Nintendo Switch 2 that if you try to modify your games, or if you download foreign content or something like that onto your Switch or whatever, and you play online or anything, and you have an account or whatever, then they can brick your console. Yeah. Basically what that means is it will completely stop working. You can no longer use it. You can no longer use the account that you created. You have to go get a whole new system and make a whole new account.
Yeah, I heard about
it.
Just for putting mods on it.
Just for putting a mod on the game. And mods are a very common and a very normal part of video games.
Yeah.
But I understand there are certain things that you don't want to have mods in certain games, which you can ban because they've done it. Because a lot of times when you look at PC and everything like that, they're the ones who have the mods. Yeah. There are exclusive versions of certain games on console that have the mods included as well. Yeah. You can have the games released without the access of having mods. Yeah. And they have those already anyway. So what's the point and problem of bricking? Why would you want to go about bricking it in that manner?
So what's the lawsuit?
So let me actually pull it up so I can give you exactly what it's called.
Okay, because that's kind of crazy. I didn't realize that they was even getting sued. Now I heard that people was tripping about it. I'm not gonna hold you. I was gonna buy the Nintendo Switch 2 until I saw the price tag. I was gonna get it for the kids. But I have heard a lot about them. And then when I heard that you wasn't gonna be able to own any of your video games.
That's another thing.
I was like, yeah, if you buy, you're buying the licensing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but everything's becoming a subscription based like that. Like old DVDs that you may have, you might go to put them in your CD player and they won't play.
What you mean you can't buy the game?
So like, put it to you like this. Like on my PS5, all the games that I have purchased.
Like online thing.
No and yes. So like I can get so I can get on my PS3 right now and I still can play Mass Effect because I have it downloaded onto the system. And they can't make that stop working because part of the rights when I bought it on that PS3 is that you cannot touch it. So like people are like, ever since this has been kind of starting to happen, a lot of people have went back to playing their PS3, their Xbox 360s, their PS4s.
Is it only if you buy the digital copy of the game?
Even if you buy the physical, like for Nintendo, not Xbox and PlayStation. They're not doing it.
If you buy the CD and you put the CD in, they're gonna be like,
not for Sony and Xbox.
You haven't paid your X blah 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 blah. So you gotta play that. You gotta pay that in order to access the rest of the data on this.
If it's an online game.
no, see.
If it's an online game.
See,
And that's the thing about it too, is that most of the games
if it's
are
an
online.
Right.
Most
like,
of the games are online.
Which
now.
is why I've always been a single player most of the time kind of guy.
That right there has just dissuaded me even more from buying a system.
So like, check this. Let's say that you get let's say you buy a PS5, and then you buy the physical copy of not even a physical copy. Let's say you buy 2K23. It will still work. You can still play. You can still do a franchise and all that. What you cannot do is play online with your friends.
But that's a normal thing.
They can't.
I mean, but that's a normal thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they've always had the little
what Nintendo has started to do.
But she won't even be able. When Nintendo started to do this, she won't even be able to access the game.
Exactly.
Without
you need to actually have a Nintendo account to play certain games.
Like you might be able to hop on and play just the demo.
Yeah.
Right.
Or we get to play
that pissed me off so bad.
So here's the
I just
lawsuits.
played the demo.
Here's the lawsuit.
Here's the lawsuits. Okay. The first one is for using unofficial Switch 2 renders in their CES presentation.
That's the mod shit.
Yep. And then the other one was by a Brazilian consumer protection agency challenging the Nintendo Switch's terms that allow for console bricking or disabling online access.
That's basically
Because basically the thing about it is, if you purchase something with your own money,
it's mine.
It's mine.
Yeah.
Why should you have any kind of access to turn off or shut down anything that I bought with my hard-earned money?
Correct.
And
I'm
not exactly, and I'm not making payments on it, so it's fully officially mine. I paid the full price for this product. Why should you have any real reason to have any kind of access to my?
I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all new CEO has been bugging for the past 3 years.
Who?
Y'all new CEO.
Who, Nintendo's?
Yeah, that's why y'all going through what y'all going through. That new CEO is wild.
Nah, let me tell you, I'm not gonna lie. I love Nintendo, Legend of Zelda, but my problem is I can't play Nintendo like the Nintendo Switch 2 right now, because unless they want to get everything straightened out, I'm still just gonna stick with the regular Switch.
Want to know what pissed me off? Slick. Well, I can't really say how y'all. When asked about this, the CEO directly, it was like, well, because we having all these issues and this and that. He was like, well, if you have, his exact words, if you have an issue with what's going on with the Nintendo Switch 2, just buy the Nintendo Switch 1.
That's exactly what I do. The OLED.
Nigga, excuse me?
No, that's smart.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Like,
because the thing about it is,
the
thing about it is too,
it ain't like we shut down the service to it. We just made a new game. But guess what? After buying the 1, you're gonna see, hey, the 2 is faster at this, the 2 is better at this, and you're gonna want to buy the 2.
But now,
so now we got your money twice.
Now look at this too. There was a game, the game that dropped with the Nintendo Switch 2 was Mario Kart World. Yeah. And after about a month of playing it, a lot of players went back to Mario Kart 8 because they said that game felt so empty. So my thing about it is, the Nintendo Switch 2 is also suffering on that portion. Their games are not as engaging as it used to be. And I mean he wiped out half the staff. Yeah, like he wiped out the heart of the company. Mm-hmm. And the reason why Nintendo was always in the running, because y'all had the same CEO for like 35, 40 years up until this new guy. Right. And he loved video games. To a lot of the newer people, it's just numbers. Right. So ain't no soul. So my thing about it is until they get Nintendo squared away and situated, and we start getting an actual Nintendo back, it's gonna have to be PlayStation for me. That's gonna be my console.
But see, speaking of PlayStation, because I actually was looking like at PlayStation, PS5 and everything today, and even the new PSP that they was talking about.
Yeah. You might as well wait till the 6.
You can't buy if you buy the new PSP, you can't play no games on it unless you own a PS5.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't buy one.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That was stupid as hell.
Yeah, it's stupid as hell.
And then, come to find out, PlayStation said, oh, we're not about to lower the prices. We're actually going to raise our prices some more.
Nah, Nintendo did the same thing.
It went back down. They did it because of Nintendo. Like they raised their prices because Nintendo was on some wild shit. So to like try to make Nintendo lower their prices, Xbox and PlayStation went up, and then Nintendo was like, "That's fine. We're gonna stay exactly where the fuck we at." And it was like, "Nah, we're gonna go back down."
Yeah, because
there's no point in trying to compete with them. Not because we can't beat you, because Xbox and PlayStation be beating the shit out of Nintendo constantly.
They do.
It's just, and especially right now, because ever since, like I said, ever since y'all got y'all new CEO, they've halted a lot of the Legend of Zelda content. They've halted a lot of the actual Mario games, which is fucking stupid. They've halted the new Donkey Kong that was supposed to come out.
It came out.
It came out? Okay.
That one
dropped.
Bonanza,
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought it didn't drop. But they halted a lot of stuff. So until that motherfucker get his mind right, it's gonna be like that.
See, I'm not gonna lie to you. As a hardcore Zelda fan, I am perfectly fine with waiting until we get our shit situated before we get another Zelda game, because I don't want to have another disappointment like Tears of the Kingdom.
I feel you. All right, we're gonna pivot. You wanted to talk about what was going on with deportation?
No, that
wait. All right, we'll wait for that.
Comments or anything? Is there any new comments or anything that wants to be talked about right now? Or
because we're about to pivot to some the stuff that's going on.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think the X-Men character Magic has been getting her comics, because they haven't gotten a whole lot out yet.
Yes. So hers just started last week, right?
Last week? Because it couldn't have been.
Magic had a comic out a while ago, but the newer comics I think just started last week or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Because they've got up to 9 issues of 2025's run so far. And I just bought the first 5.
Absolute Batman.
So I'm reading
all
those
the
right
Absolute
now.
Universe.
Oh yeah, all that absolute stuff.
But in one of the damn, I forget the name of the comic. In one of them, not Joker. Something happened in a major comic where it's tying into the Absolute Universe, but I can't remember everything right now, so I'm gonna get back to y'all. But it's fire, because you didn't think it was coming like this. It's like Darkseid sent some people over to go do something, and they came and grabbed Superman, Superboy Prime, and Superman fighting. And it's a lot. It's fire though.
Before we get off the comics, this is in comic and movie related news. RDJ and Ryan Reynolds had a back and forth.
No, they did.
So it was them who got into their altercation?
They did it.
So we weren't going to bring this up, because it's nothing. Nothing happened.
It's just.
I heard that nothing happened.
It's a whole bunch of rumors.
It's just a bunch of rumors. Ryan Reynolds ain't even been to the set of Doomsday.
They haven't even
nothing
met.
happened.
They've never met. They've never even met each other in person.
They came out and said that all that was just false.
Yes, all that shit is just
all right, cool.
Not even.
So y'all heard it here.
There's so many rumors surrounding it. Like
it was fucking on TMZ.
TMZ reported it, but
TMZ reports everything.
Right. But that's the only reason why I gave it credence, because at first I didn't want to talk about it. Then I saw it on TMZ. I'm like, okay, we gotta talk about it.
Because they also redacted their statement on it too.
Cool. So then it's a non-story, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, I'm very happy about it. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
Thank you. All right, so we done. Are we done with all of that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's go ahead and pivot to our. We know y'all want to hear from us because how intense we get about it. Let's go ahead and get to this NFL stuff, and I'll go ahead and eat crow shit. Cowboys is fucking done.